Hey everyone, welcome back to M&M PTE NAATI. This is Manmohit. Now guys, in today's video, I am going to share with you all how did I manage to get a perfect 90 in the writing module of your PTE exam and how are thousands of our students getting their perfect 90s, 79 plus in their writing module, 88 plus if you are looking to do PTE core and need CLB 9. How are all the students managing to get that perfect 90, 88 plus, 79 plus? What things are they doing? What templates are they using? What sort of things are we recommending them in our online coaching to do? And how are they getting their desired scores in the very first attempt with us? So this is going to be a power packed video. All the details, all the tips, all the tricks, strategies, templates, every single thing I would be going over that, and I would be referring to a few other videos as well which are already uploaded on our YouTube channel, and I'll be putting the links for them in our description box so you can refer to them. Guys, if you need any sort of help and support with your PTE Academic or PTE Core, if you need online coaching from us, we do provide that, me and Mohit. You can message us on either Instagram or Facebook. Just search for M&M PTE NAATI and you will find us over there. Or you can simply click on the links in the description, message us, and we can have a discussion about how we can assist you to get your desired score in the very first go. Let's begin. Now, these are the topics that are going to contribute marks towards your writing module in the PTE exam. So we have got summarized written text, writing essay, fill in the blanks, reading plus writing, which is part of your reading module, summarize spoken text, which is the first topic of your listening, fill in the blanks listening, and write from dictation, which is the last topic of your PTE exam. Now, we have got 6 topics in the exam which are contributing towards your writing score, and all these 6 topics added will give you a perfect 90. Now, first thing first, we just have to understand is the importance of the topics. Like we know in the PT exam, not all the topics are equally important. The importance of the topic is slightly different. Some topics are extremely important, some topics are not as much. So we, based on the importance, based on the scoring for the topics, we should be giving time according to that. Now, out of these 6 topics, the most important one, the highest scoring task for your writing section is going to be write from dictation, which is also the last topic of your exam, followed by fill in the blanks reading plus writing, again highly important. Then I would say middle important, I would say would be summarize spoken text and fill in the blanks listening. They are important but not as much as compared to reading plus writing blanks and write from dictation. And then finally we have is summarize written text and writing essay. So they all contribute marks. It's not that some of them do not have any scoring at all. They do have scoring for all the topics, do have some scoring, but importance is the way that I've explained. Now, whenever I or Mohit, we give our online coaching classes, we always recommend our students that write from dictation should be on the top of their priority list. Like that is the topic which actually decides what scores do you get. Like, do you get 79, do you get 65, do you get 50 or even below? It's all about how well you perform in write from dictation. Now, what happens in write from dictation is you listen to a sentence and then your job is to type down that sentence the same way that has been given to you. Now, we always recommend our students to follow a 3-step strategy in write from dictation. Now, what's the 3-step strategy? The moment you listen to a sentence, some students, what they do is they start typing the answer directly on the computer screen. That is absolutely the wrong way to attempt your write from dictation. We have to get a perfect answer in that. You listen to a sentence. First step is to take notes. Now, when you take notes, there's few ways. You can either take initials for every single sentence. You can either take abbreviations for every single sentence, or you can mix and match both. As in, you can have some words written down as initials, some words written down as abbreviations. What you do after that is, when you listen to a sentence, you have taken initials, which is the first letter of every single word, or the abbreviations. That's your very first step. The next step would be to expand all the words in your notebook. Do not just after the first step start typing down on the computer screen just to save time. That is not how this task will work. Because we're aiming for a perfect score, always make sure you expand every single word in your notebook itself. Once all the words are expanded quickly, the next third step is going to be typing down your answer on the computer screen. Again, as now, if you take a lot of time while typing, it's absolutely fine. But while expanding the words, you just have to make sure you expand it quickly. The reason we are expanding the sentences is you're taking the sentence off your brain and you're putting it down in front of you on your notebook. Once you forget the sentence from your mind, that's fine because I've already written the sentence in front of you. Now you can use those notes to expand, to type down your entire sentence on your computer screen. That, yes, will take extra few seconds, but that is absolutely fine. That is why we recommend all our students for write from dictation to leave at least 2 minutes for every single sentence. So if you get 4 sentences for write from dictation as your very last topic, have a aim of having 7 to 8 minutes for all the 4 sentences. So you do get 3 to 4 sentences for write from dictation. We recommend having 7 to 8 minutes for those 3 to 4 sentences, and then you can give at least 2 minutes per sentence and get it absolutely perfect. Write from dictation, I do recommend all the students out there to practice at least 30 sentences every day. Do not do anything less than that. Then if you do anything less than 30, you're not giving enough justice to write from dictation. Have an aim of doing at least 30 sentences every single day. Whatever mistakes you make, learn from it so that you do not repeat the same mistakes again. Your focus has to be getting perfect sentences in write from dictation. We can't even afford to have a single mistake in that if you're someone who's aiming for 79 or above. Another thing you can do in write from dictation is adding extra words. We do recommend all our students to do add extra words in a sentence, but limit it up to a maximum of 3 words. 2 to 3 extra words in a sentence is absolutely fine and ideal. Do not add any more than that. Otherwise, there is a chance computer may detect that you are trying to put more than 3 extra words. You're trying to exploit that thing that they have going on there. We do not want to risk our marks for no reason. We're paying so much money, we're spending so much time to prepare for our PT exam. We do not want to let go that in vain. So always make sure you limit it up to a maximum of 3 extra words and no more than that. Add a word where you are not sure of the spelling of the word. If you're unsure how a word is spelled, add an extra word over there. If you're unsure if the word is singular or plural, add an extra word over there. And if you're unsure if the word is past or present, you can add an extra word over there as well. That should be the best places for you to add your extra words, and then click on the next button and move on. What would happen is, because there is no negative marking, you will get marks for the correct spelled words, and computer will simply ignore the words which were not spelled correctly, and the words which were incorrect, they will ignore them, and you will not lose any marks at all. And that would be the best way for you to attempt to write from dictation. Next is fill in the blanks, reading plus writing. Extremely important topic, but at the same time, students do find that topic challenging. Guys, I'll tell you the reason students find reading plus writing blanks challenging, or as a matter of fact, the entire reading challenging, is because that is not an interesting module. The topics itself are not an interesting ones that you would want to do it on a daily basis. Like I've seen students, what they do is, whenever they start to prepare for their PT exam, they'll start preparing read aloud, describe images, repeat sentences, write from dictations, because they are interesting ones. Like you listen to sentences, you try to speak it out, and so on and so on. But the moment it comes to reading, it is boring, it is not interesting. Students start to practice few questions, they get bored, and they just leave it as it is, and they move on to the next module or the next day. This is one of the main reasons students do not improve in reading, because they're not giving enough time on a daily basis to practice their reading topics. Unfortunately, we do not have any alternative for the topics in the reading module. They are high scoring tasks. There is no tricks, as we call them. Yes, there are grammar rules, there are collocations list which we refer to, but it's a proper reading task. We have to spend a lot of time to practice so many questions, and at the same time to learn from those questions. Whenever you practice your fill in the blanks reading plus writing question on a daily basis, if you have got 5 blanks, and out of 5 blanks you're getting 3 correct and you've got 2 wrong, do not move on to the next question until and unless you have taken the time out to analyze your mistakes as to why did you get the answer wrong, why was this the correct answer. All these things have to be taken care of. If you just do a question and you move on to the next question and you do not take that extra time out to get that answer clarified as to why did you get it wrong, guys, the chances, if you end up getting the same question in the exam, you haven't really spent any time to analyze your mistakes. Guess what's going to happen? When you get the same question in the exam repeated, you will again make the same mistake. So what was the point of you even practicing that question if you did not even learn from it? That is my whole point over here. So make sure Yes, if you're getting 3 blanks correct out of 5, that's fine. That's good for now, but it's not the best. Take that extra time, understand your mistakes, analyze them, and then move on. I would also be attaching a link to the video for grammar rules for fill in the blanks, which you can watch right after that to understand those grammar rules, most important grammar rules in detail, use them, implement them, learn from them, and I can guarantee you they will definitely help you in so many of your fill in the blanks, because then you're not just guessing the answers, you're actually understanding the logic behind it. The more you practice using grammar rules, the better it would be. And the more you analyze your wrong answers, the better it would be. And they will definitely help you to increase your scores in fill in the blanks reading plus writing. Next two tasks in the priority list are summarize spoken text and fill in the blanks listening. Now, summarize spoken text, we do get an audio which you have to listen to, and then you have to type down your summary. Now, depending on which exam you're giving, if you're giving PTE Academic, the word limit is 50 to 70 words. If you're doing PTE Core exam, the word limit is 20 to 30 words. If you're giving the PTE Academic exam, we do recommend using a template, which I'm attaching the link in the description. You can download that. If you are someone who is doing PTE Core exam, again, there is a small template, but it's not a long one because your word limit is only 20 to 30 words. So we can't have such a lengthy template. We have to have more content in that. So both the templates link are in the description. You can download that and refer to them. Now, what you have to do is in summarize spoken text, when you listen to an audio, there is no important sentence, there is no meaningful sentence or anything like that. All the sentences which were given in the audio are important for you. All you have to do is when you listen to an audio, whatever sentence you can grab from the audio, write it down. Do not go for phrases, do not go for keywords. If you're going for phrases, you have to have meaningful long phrases, but we do recommend having meaningful sentences. The longer the sentence you can grab from the audio, the better it is for the grammar part of your summary, which will help you to get more marks towards your writing section. So do make sure that when you take notes, do not take those small 2 or 3 word phrases, and definitely not the keywords. You have to take some good, long, meaningful sentences, and you do not have to paraphrase them. Just take the same sentence out of the audio and type it down word by word. That's exactly what I did to get a perfect 90 in listening and a perfect 90 in writing as well. So it definitely works, and all our students are using the same. Do take good notes, do work on getting those meaningful sentences out of the audio. Doesn't matter if it's the first sentence, the middle sentence, or the last sentence, all sentences are equally important. As long as you're not changing the meaning of the sentence, as long as you're grabbing the same sentence, you're definitely going to get a full score for that. And just make sure, memorize the template properly. Do not try to change the wording of the template, because otherwise you will start losing marks in grammar part. We do not want to do that. Keep the sentences simple, keep the template as it is so that you do not lose any marks in grammar, and you can also get a full score in listening and writing both. Next is fill in the blanks listening. Now again, mid important task, I would say. It still give you 1 mark for 1 blank, and then it quickly adds up. So it's not the highest priority, but it still is important, and especially for people who are aiming for 79 plus, 88, or even a perfect 90, absolutely an important topic. All you have to keep in mind for this one is spelling of every single topic. First, guys, keep in mind the answer is always going to be 1 word answer. It can never be 2 separate words. So even if you feel that the answer you heard was 2 separate words, it can never be the case. And 1 word answer, the only thing you have to keep in mind is the spelling of the word. If you get the word right, but if you do not spell it correctly, unfortunately, you do not get any partial credit for that. You either get a full score, you either get a 0. So spelling is the most important thing. So do make sure of one thing, that when you practice for fill in the blanks listening, and this is what I always used to do, and this is what we recommend our students, when you practice one question, whatever words you have got, let's say out of 5 blanks, you got 4 correct and you got 1 wrong. Whatever word you got wrong, if you are unsure of the spelling of the word, memorize the spelling of the word and write down that word in your notebook somewhere. Have a separate notebook just for writing down these difficult words. And couple of days prior to your exam, just go through that complete list, revise all the spellings, so that if you also end up getting the same blanks in the exam, guess what will happen? You will not repeat the same mistakes again, because you took that extra time out of your day to memorize the spellings, to revise the spellings couple of days prior to your exam. And then definitely in the exam, you will not repeat the same mistakes, and it will definitely boost up your scores in listening and in writing section both. Then we have got two tasks from your writing module, which are summarize written text and writing essay. Now, summarize written text, depending on which exam you're giving again, if you are giving PTE core exam, the word limit is 25 to 50 words. And if you are giving PTE academic exam, the word limit is between 5 to 75 words. So it's more or less still the same topic, but just couple of key differences in these two exams. If you are giving PTE core exam, you can have multiple full stops, multiple sentences. So if you were to pick 3 sentences out of the given text, and if you put a full stop after every sentence, that's fine. But in PTE academic, that's a big no. If you have typed down 3 sentences, you can't have 2 or 3 different full stops. You will straight away get a 0 in your exam in the PTE academic. In the PTE academic, we can only have 1 full stop. So please make sure you make this as a note, whichever exam you're giving, how many full stops can you put? Otherwise, it can have a major impact on your exam. The only best tip for summarized written text is when you have that text given in front of you, all you have to do is find the main ideas out of the paragraph. Main ideas as in the sentences which have got some meaningful words, some keywords in them, the words which are getting repeated again and again, name of a person, something which is being introduced for the first time, an important sentence. The moment you find those sentences which have got more keywords, the more number of words which are important to the text, the words which are being introduced for the first time, any of these sentences are going to be your main ideas, and you have to pick 2 or 3 main ideas should be fine from the text. Pick the first sentence, which is usually the main idea anyway. Otherwise, read out the text and try to find the main sentences. Have 2 or 3 good sentences which have got meaningful words. Combine them down using connectors. If you are doing PTE academic, use the connectors like moreover, furthermore, in addition, these kind of connectors, because then the grammar is very easy for them. You just have to put comma both sides. So if you use moreover, furthermore, in addition, any of these connectors, you put a comma first, you put the connector, and then you put a comma after that as well. So with that, you will not make any grammar mistakes, and combine those 2 or 3 sentences. Do not paraphrase, it's not required. You can still get a full score. Type them down word by word, put 1 full stop at the end, and job done. And for PTE core, again, same funda, have 2 or 3 sentences. Do not combine them with any connectors. Put 1 sentence, put a full stop. Put another sentence, put a full stop. Put third sentence, put a full stop. Job done. All you have to keep in mind is the word limit. For PTE core, you can't type more than 50 words. For PTE academic, you can't type more than 75 words. Type those 2 or 3 main ideas, and you're done with that, and you will definitely get a full score for that. And finally, we have is writing essay. So it's not that of an important topic. It's only worth approximately 5 marks out of 90. Depending on how many essays you get. If you get 1 essay, it's approximately 5 marks. If you get 2 essays, it's approximately 10 marks out of 90. So it's not a high priority task, but what we recommend is to all our students to have a template being used for writing essay. So for writing essay, you just have to keep in mind, follow the template properly, memorize it thoroughly. The word limit according to Pearson is 200 to 300 words. What you have to do is, we recommend typing between 270 to maximum 299 words to get a full score, because you're already using a template. If you're using our template, it's already at about 140 words. So that's a lot of words from the template, which will help you for your grammar, which will help you for your vocabulary, which will help you for your coherence and cohesion. All those things would be taken care by the template. Keep the content simple. I'll also be attaching our writing essay proper detailed breakdown and explanation of how to do that topic. You can watch that video right after this video to understand essay in detail. But like I said, keep the content simple, use the template as it is, combine them, have the word limit of 270 to 299 words, and make sure you finish the essay within 20 minutes, because 20 minutes is the maximum time you would be getting. And with that, you will definitely be able to get a full score in writing essay. So guys, this is what I wanted to share for your writing module for your PTE exam. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments down below. And if you need any online coaching from us, we ourselves provide it. You can message us on Instagram or Facebook. The links are in the description, or just search for M&MM PTE NAATI. Message us and we can have a discussion about how we can assist you in getting your desired scores. Guys, all the best if you have got your exams coming soon. Stay safe wherever you are, and I will see you all in the next video.